Hey everyone, TarantulaDan here. I hope you're doing well today. So in today's video, it is going to be my first proper weekly vlog. I've done a couple of these by now, editing one now for next week, and this is the next one which I'm actually planning to do a bit of footage every single day to make into one video, see how this goes for a new video type. As I said in the last video, basically the reason I'm doing this is because the time at the moment is not as available as it usually is when, you know, because of other things going on basically. So by doing one video like this a week, it's much more easier for me to do, and also I can then focus on other things like my breeding and things for separate videos. So before I begin the video, of course, if you are not subscribed already, please do hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you don't miss my future uploads, and feel free to like, leave a comment and share my footage. It does really help me out. Bit of a stutter there, sorry. And of course, if you'd like to support me further and you're able to do so, I do have a Patreon. All links to that can be found in the description and at the annotation in the end of the video. So today is actually Tuesday, and I don't really have a clip for Monday, which is not a very good start to doing this. But the reason that there isn't a clip for Monday is because basically I got everything set up. I got some food from animals. I was going to do a big feeding video and look at some things, and my batteries were flat. All 5 of them. I forgot to charge them from when I went to Speciallist College, which again, if you haven't seen that, I'll put some footage on screen of something that I think is pretty interesting, and that video is being worked on at the moment and should be up very, very soon. Of course, I was joined by Emma Lawler, Daniel Liddell from Dan's Wildlife, and my niece Scarlett came along as well. So yeah, plenty of stuff being worked on. So yeah, flat battery, which was a real shame. And so I ended up spending the afternoon yesterday still doing feeding and maintenance and things like that. But I did also find some pretty cool little updates, which we're going to take a look at in just a minute. Before we do, I want to give you an update on this dude. Of course, this is Ziggy, the veiled chameleon. Super friendly male chameleon that will take your fingers off if you put them anywhere near him. And that is not, he's not aggressive, that is just how males are in general. So it's fine to work with. Now, I'm not going to stress him out, I'm not going to get him out, I'm not going to try and handle him or anything like that. I'm merely just going to just show you him, because as you can see, he is going through a bit of a change. Now, it is going to be very hard to sort of show you this, but I think if I just maybe move this out of the way, you might be able to just see on him, which I don't think you can. Okay, so this is as close as I can get to him without him getting angry at me. But you can see he's actually molting at the moment, which is one of the reasons I don't want to, you know, disturb him or anything like that. So he's doing very well. He's eating, of course. There is some fresh food in there, following the supplements on a scheduled basis, shall we say. Sorry about the free camera there, but yeah. So he's molting. So yeah, I know I can't really have a proper look at him, but you can see he is in there. He's alive and well. Of course, he's healthy, he's eating really, really well, which is fantastic, and obviously he's molting, so that's also pretty good. So hopefully I will be able to get some footage of him, maybe another day in the week, which may be in this clip, who knows, and hopefully I can get a good shot of him sort of out and about. Of course, if you have me on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram at TarantulaDan, which I'll put down here. If you follow me there, as soon as I see him out and about, I'll of course get some photos of him and share them on Instagram, so please follow me there. So there's nothing really interesting up here apart from that. Of course, my room is just this, you know, my general room, but I do have some stuff downstairs I want to sort of share with you. So we're going to go downstairs and take a look at the animals down there. Okay then, so a couple of things I'd like to show you in this room. Now, there isn't masses of important updates as far as my animals are concerned. I fed everything yesterday. I got an absolutely amazing takedown by my giant flatrock scorpion. I put a mealworm in there and it was just like all over it and stung it, and it was like, I was like, wow, like normally they're like just like take it really slowly, and this went absolutely crazy, even though I only ate like a week ago. So I'm really gutted that I didn't get that on camera, and hopefully I will get some footage of that in the future. One thing I have just noticed, and this is actually fresh as of today, I've had to just get some tweezers, and unfortunately this is the largest pair that I have. Not very big. I did have my larger 12-inch tweezers, which I took to the BTS because of sort of moving the Sarbal Blue and the Regalis out for the BTS competition that I entered them into. And I appear to have left my tweezers either in the hotel or at the BTS somewhere, so don't know where they are, but these will do, just for at least what I'm dealing with now. Nothing too exciting. Today is the 9th of July, and I have, as of now, I've got a molt. This is from Pseudomonas, the Venezuelan sun tiger. That actually has happened, but it's been put out today, so I'll put today's date for the molt. The reason I know it's today is because I came in here this morning before work. I checked over all the animals because I had someone coming to the house today to look at something, so I wanted to make sure that this room was sort of clean and presentable, and whilst looking through the enclosures, that molt was not there, so it's been put there at some point today. Of course, as many of you will know, when a spider, or any invertebrate for that matter, sheds the exoskeleton, it of course does get thirsty, gets dehydrated, so I'm going to give the enclosure a decent spray. It's not been super warm today, but warm enough that I'm going to give that a good soak, so I'll put that on there, and I'll also write on the board where I keep my list of spiders that obviously that spider molted today, so that'll be good for the record. Of course, I have the M-Balfour communal, which I did a video where I explained, but basically I'm going to be redoing the M-Balfour communal in a video that's going to be coming up as well. I want to do like a head count on the M-Balfour and do a few design changes to the actual enclosure. I actually still have these posters from, I think these are from So Many Legs. I haven't put these up yet, so I will probably put these up in my bedroom, I think, upstairs, or maybe on the side of Eunice's tank. I haven't decided yet, but I've had these for ages and I haven't put them up yet, and I need to do that at some point. So of course, just checking through the spiders, I had another molt today, which is awesome, and this one, I was not actually expecting this one, but I'm still glad that it has molted. Of course, I'll take a look at the spider in just a second. This is, if I can get this out, which I probably can't. Yep, there's the molt, not very clear, very small. This is not going to come off because it's stuck to the tweezers. Chromatopalma silent pubescens, the green bottle blue tarantula. So getting a nice size now. Still only sort of about this big, so fairly small. Checked on the crab yesterday. The crab is good. I'll probably do an update on that in a future video, but the crab's good. I don't believe there are any more molts today. The brackies are all good. I've had a few molts from the Sarbal Blue tarantulas, which we'll, let's just bring this down here, we'll take a look at the Sarbal Blues. These spiders are actually fairly small, but yeah, I know I've had a molt from this one. This one, I actually found this one yesterday. Again, very, very small spider, probably maybe an inch leg span, give or take. We'll give this another spray as well. I'll leave that out for now. And another molt, awesome. So again, another small one. This is actually the Grammostola pulchra, the Brazilian black tarantula. And this is actually the second one that I have, of course. The first one being the largest. This is the second one, which I got sometime last year, I believe. I can't remember exactly. The third one that I have is the one that I picked up at the BTS, which was a gift from Amy Freeman's Tarantulas and Millie, I believe. So yeah, we'll have a close-up of this spider, looking really, really nice. Still not showing what I call full adult colours, but still you can tell what spider this is just by looking at the at the spider from how big it is. So that's awesome. As I said, this one actually molted yesterday as well, and it had a good spray. I'm not going to overspray that because it's still fairly damp anyway. So, and I don't like keeping the spiders damp. Really, really happy with that. It's nice to actually have a video with some good news going on, rather than the last one that was to do with the death of one of my favourite spiders in my collection. I actually have the P. regalis. She's actually out at the moment. Let's show you her. she's actually out and about, which is good. Oh, no, back in she goes. I think the reason that she's out is because the male is right next to her, and I think they've been drumming. Got a message. Dun, 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 dun. Anything important? Rabid Luigi on Twitter. Yeah, I keep these two next to each other. All of my breeding, if I have males and females, I keep them basically next to each other so that hopefully they will kind of interact with each other and drum. And so when I do put them together, hopefully they will actually do their thing. Although she's super interested, he is not. So in all honesty though, I think if I was put in there with her, I think I would be a little bit scared as well. Also another molt. This one actually happened on the 5th, which was on Friday. But I want to put it into this video because this is just going to be a molt video. Poecilotheria regalis. So this enclosure is not perfect for it, but actually it does have enough ventilation, and it's got plenty of room for it to sort of crawl around and things. But yeah, this one molted on the 5th, which was Friday. So that one's pretty awesome. This one is probably about an inch and a half, maybe 2-inch leg span for this little spider. So that's awesome. Hopefully that's a male, so that in like another year or so I can pair him with this wonderful girl here, who isn't, she doesn't actually have a name. I should probably call her after someone or something, excuse me. So yeah, obviously these are the brackies. Brackies are all good. They obviously molted recently. I fed them all and they all ate yesterday. Also the Phonopelma pensilo actually ate yesterday as well, which I was really happy about. And surprisingly, again, I'll take the camera off to show you, this spider's actually quite small. I always thought that they were bigger, but when she's actually out and about, she's not that big, to be fair. So, but I'd still love to breed her at some point. Just going to change the colour. I don't know whether that will actually help or not, but I think if it's white it might be better for looking at the colours of the spiders. Of course, this is the Brachypelma auratum. There's the Phonopelma pensilo. There's the Amelia in there. You can probably just make out that striking red on the legs. Oh, she's coming out. Wow, look at that. It's like the best looking, second best looking Amelia, but when they're freshly molted, they are just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible spiders. Like that red really is like, it's like a reddy orange. It's so bright. The camera just does not pick it up, which is just a real shame, but a real treat to see her, which is awesome. I'm actually going to keep the camera in my hand for a minute. Of course, nothing exciting with any of these. I do want to show you this because this is actually pretty cool. So you will know that I got these ant colonies. I have 2 of these. I got these from antkit.co.uk. Really recommend you checking them out if you are interested in keeping ants. Now this is the first colony that I had, which are not doing anything. I cannot get water into this vial down here. If I get the camera to focus, it's not going to focus. Focus please. There we go. So this end of the vial here is actually completely like bone dry. There is no water there at all. All the ants are there. The queen, I think she's still alive, maybe just. Of course I'm putting food in there and things, but they will not come out of there and go into this part, even though I do put water. There's like a very little, like a little hole in the very centre. I don't know whether you can even see it, but yeah, there is like a little hole there. And I put water in there, hoping that the ants will then make a nest down there, and of course they're not doing that. Okay, yeah, the queen is there because I can actually see the queen. But yeah, so I put food in here and they take the food. I've actually started putting water in the water dish, but they will not come down to here, so these ants are broken. However, in this part I've been putting bits of fruit and veg in this large container here. I've also put like mealworms, or a mealworm in there, and obviously bits of water. And if you look here, these ants are actually the second ant colony that I've got, which I cannot remember the name. It does say on the tag, but the tag is actually on the underside of that. I don't want to be disturbing it, so. But yeah, as you can see, these ants have actually moved down into here. And if I very carefully just lift this off, then you can actually have a look into the nest. You can see all the eggs there, the ants, and of course that really big queen. So yeah, don't really want to disturb them too much because they're actually doing what I want them to. They're now living in there. They are coming up here. They are eating food taken from there, and they do actually hunt the mealworms as well. So they're doing really, really good. These guys, they're just not. They're not working, which is really, really annoying. So, but yeah, I will do a full video on the ants, get some real good close-ups. I might move them from here so I can get a better like look with the camera and things. So yeah, that's a quick look at the ants. Hey, what's the matter?